Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Mia, and today we are filming a totally different video. Like, I'm really nervous to film this video. It's something that I've wanted to film for quite a while, and for me it's like quite an important video. But I've been a bit like shy too. I've been a bit like, oh, what will people think? But you know what? I'm here and I'm going to film this video with you all. Quick disclaimer, I'm yet waiting for my vase for my pampas grass, so please enjoy my little, I don't know what I've made it, but we're working with it. Today we are filming a video about the law of attraction and about manifestations and how it has changed my life, and how it's changed my mindset, and how it's brought me a lot more new things. It's brought me so many more experiences, and of course I can't sit here and be like that was definitely the law of attraction or manifestation, but I do believe that it's actually more of a thing than people realise, and I wanted to film about my experience with it because I love watching these videos. I know Elle Darby put a video up, I think it was maybe last year or something, and I watched it the other day and I was like, oh my god, like I love listening to other people's experiences and comparing it against mine. So you're probably thinking, okay, who is this girl who thinks she's a white witch on my screen? Get off. It's not that at all. Some people love to do it, some people don't do it, but I can tell you now I am a white witch and I enjoy doing it, and I do it, and I have only probably within the last 4 months seen the difference and seen the benefits that it's had, because it doesn't all come straight away. And anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. We're just gonna have a really nice chill sit down chat. So I would say the start of first lockdown, I had my breakup, and like when it first started I was like, okay, like what do I do now? Because we were all in lockdown. Normally when you have breakups and stuff, you go out with your friends, you live your best life, but at the first lockdown everything was so strict, no one was seeing anyone, like you weren't even sitting in the gardens with your mates. So it was like, right Mia, the breakup in your face, like, do you know what I mean? It just hit and I had to deal with it, which for me was the best thing to happen. So basically I had to deal with emotions that I couldn't kind of cover. I had to deal with them front facing, which was when my journey started. So a bit about what the law of attraction is. The law of attraction is when positives become positives, in a sense that you attract what you are. And also, I just know people are going to be sat here thinking, basically you attract what you are, and if you put positive energy out into the universe, then you receive the positives. The law of attraction, and the best way to explain it in a nutshell, is that if you have a vision for something, so for example when I was redoing my room I had a vision of what I wanted it to look like. That then enabled me to know what I was looking for online and order the correct things to create the vision I had of it. So your life is a little bit like that. So obviously with my room I have had like things come and they've not looked what I wanted them to be, so I had to send them back. So everyone has hurdles in every situation. I mean, that is a small hurdle, and in life obviously bigger hurdles come about and you deal with bigger things, but in a nutshell it is literally exactly the same. So you will get from life what you want to. For example, if you wanted a brand new car, you wouldn't be able to go and buy that car if you had no money, so you'd work harder to get that car. Does that make sense? So that is kind of a bit of what the law of attraction is. It's also very based on your mindset and how you deal with certain situations. So I've recently just been working with a business coach, and she is so positive, and I absolutely love that, because I feel like when you're in a negative rut and everything is dull and you're really not feeling yourself, it's hard to look at the positives, which are that you're grateful for so many different things. So the law of attraction is appreciating the little things that we have, and then changing your mindset so that you're not half empty, you're half full. And I love that saying, because it's like, how do you look at a glass of water? Do you say that that's half full, or do you say that's half empty? And that determines the type of person you are. But if you are the type of person that is half empty, you can change that, because I would say I was definitely the type of girl that, I don't know, if my makeup went bad in the morning, I would be like, for God's sake. Or if on a night out my lash wouldn't stick, I would be in a foul mood, and that would be it. It would be, the tone would be set for the night. So that is a little bit about the law of attraction. We're going to talk manifesting later on in the video, but a massive thing that works with the law of attraction is meditation. I literally sound like a white witch, and I laugh at myself because a year ago I was not this person. And meditating is really good. I do it once a day. Yeah, I do it every day, and I just put my earphones in, and it basically is like envisioning what you want. It takes you to a place of like, whoa, like, okay, and it gets you excited. Like, you're envisioning what your life wants to be. So for example, I want my own salon eventually, so I've been like visioning it, and it's just really exciting because it's like, wow, it's there. And who knows, it may never happen, but even just saying that is negative, and that is where you have to stop it. So instead of you sitting being like, oh, that might never happen, or yeah, right, or that'll never happen, switch it. That will happen. If you want that to happen, you will make it happen. If you want that car, you will get that car. If you want that GCSE, you put the graft in and get the GCSE. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my personal experience. Like I said, I've probably been doing it for about a year now, but I feel like you spend the first kind of 3-4 months getting to know how to do it, what works for you, almost understanding it. And if you have a negative mindset, it's easier to think negative than it is to be positive. And I always say that if you're in a negative rut and you're feeling negative, you have to consciously change your mind to be positive, because it doesn't come naturally for you until you've been doing it for ages. And even now, I have to think about it consciously. Like, if you catch yourself slipping, being negative, you have to be like, well, stop that, stop that. So for me personally, my experience was that I was working 9 to 5 in a job that I'd just come out of sixth form and started. I didn't know if it was what I wanted to do in the long term. It was in hospitality, and I still work there now, but I was working there, and I was just like, you know how your day is just like on repeat, eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Well, it was no raving at all, it was just eat, sleep, work, repeat. I was a bit like, right, okay, where's life going? And I never really took the patience for it and took the time to think about it. And then lockdown came, and I knew I wanted to get into beauty and things like that, so I started manifesting my Instagram and what that would look like, and also visioning me doing events, my masterclasses and things like that. And that is how it all kind of started. And I also was envisioning myself in a salon. It was strange because I was originally going to a salon, and it was grey walls, a grey bed, so it was like the grey theme, grey and pink theme, which was gorgeous. But in my vision it wasn't, and I was like, okay, maybe like this is just, I don't know, maybe this is just not, maybe it is my vision, it's just slightly changed, because things change all the time. So I was like, okay, strange. And then something came about, and I ended up moving salons because of all these lockdowns and things like that. But then I ended up going to a different salon, and I now have a black bed, really matte black kind of theme, and I have a bright coloured flower above my mirror in that little area. And I kid you not, that was what I envisioned. So when that all happened, I took a moment and I was like, oh my god, like, that's so strange, because I thought I was happy and settled, but I moved and that was what my vision was. And for me, because I was doing this whole kind of vision and things like that, but nothing was running with it, because you just have to let the time come. And also with this lockdown and things, everything's been a little bit restricted, especially in my goals and what I want. I can't achieve until lockdown is over. I can achieve some but not all. And then I had a really strange one the other day. I had this really strong vision on, I think it was 4 days ago, and I'd gone for a walk with my mum the day after, and we were just chatting about like literally the most random things, and she'd mentioned something so specifically the same in my vision, like to the, and she wouldn't have thought, like it was something for me. I was like, okay, like it wasn't even something that like I expected to be in it, and then she came up with it, and I just said to her, I was like, that is so weird, like I visioned that yesterday. And she was like, what? Our bodies have a vibration. We are literally like molecules. If you want a science lesson, welcome. And your vibrations, you want to get them as high as possible, because when you vibrate low things and like bad things and negatives attract to you. But if your vibration is higher, you open more things and more space for big things and positive things to come in. It's allowed me to be a lot more positive. Like things will come about when I do my meditations and think about things, and you don't even have to meditate. You can literally just sit yourself down and think, right, with your eyes open, and think, okay, like almost put it out in front of you and like just think about it, and getting excited about it without realizing it increases your vibrations, because you're acting as if it's already happened. And that is what manifesting is. You have to talk about it as if it's already happened and as if it's already yours. So for example, I know I want a new car, and when I'm doing all of this, I'm talking as if I've already got it. I feel like this is like a really strange video for you all, but I just wanted to talk firsthand about me doing it, because I do feel like it has definitely changed me and my mindset. If you have goals, guys, and everyone's goals are different. Your goal could be you want to go on holiday, or your goal could be you want to be able to afford I don't know, a new bed. It could be literally anything. But if you do this, you're almost like telling yourself you've got it, rather than being like, oh, you know, I didn't get paid as much this month, I'm never going to get this bed. That is being negative. So you need to turn that around and be like, okay, I didn't get paid as much, that's okay, I will eventually get this. You have to work with it, and you have to put the graft in. You can't just manifest and work with the law of attraction and not work your ass off. You have to put the graft in, and that itself will attract more than what you realise, because being positive brings positive. It's not like a battery where negative attracts positive. It ain't that shit. It's you being positive and increasing your vibrations will also bring more positives to you. I need to breathe. I'm going to talk a little bit now about manifesting. Now, manifesting is something I have been doing for the whole year. The whole year that I have been doing this, I started back when I had my breakup. And manifesting can be done in, I believe, 2 ways. I think there is more ways, but the ones I use are the 369 method and also scripting. For me, my meditating and envisioning these things is my manifestations, because scripting for me, I almost become, it was like I was writing a journal. But I was rubbish at English at school, and I really am shit at describing things. That is the bottom line of it. So I feel like writing down, like, I want a car, you have to be so much more specific. So what colour car, what does the interior look like, what does your driving wheel look like? And there's a reason why I had to resit my English, and that is because I'm rubbish with details. So that's why for me, envisioning, I can envision the colours, I can envision what the steering wheel looks like, which is why I do that. If you're someone like me, then try that. But the 369 method, I don't use the 369 method, but what I'll do is I'll put a little bit of text here that explains the 369 method. It's really good, and I know a lot of people use it and it works for them. But you've also got your scripting method, which is basically you write it down and you almost write a journal. So you talk about one thing that you're positive for and are grateful for, and then you talk about this thing that you want, and you talk about what positives it's brought for you, how it's changed your life, what is it that you want like, why do you want it? What's it going to change for you? What does this thing look like? Is it physical? Is it a person? All of these different things. I personally have never manifested or envisioned a person into my life, because I do feel like sometimes you can want someone but isn't good for you, if that makes sense. If you were to manifest, for example, a best friend that you'd fallen out with and it had been a really toxic fallout but you miss them so much, if you envisioned that person into your life and manifested it in, it could potentially come into your life and bring more negatives than positives, and maybe you would never realise it. So that is why personally I don't manifest someone into my life, but I know people that do. So if that's what you want to do, then do it. But another thing is scripting is you've got to be really, really descriptive. So that is what manifestations and law of attraction is. Manifesting for me really helped. It just changes your mindset. Like, for example, I knew I always wanted to start YouTube. I always wanted to do it, and I was always so shy and cared about what people thought, and I was like, I can't do this. Polly from around the corner is going to really judge me for this. And after building my vibrations high enough, I thought, I don't care if Polly judges me, because you've got to just do stuff for you. And at the end of the day, stay in your lane and people will stay in their lane. And I preach it so much, but really, if you want to do something, do it. So yeah, that is literally just a little bit of an insight to manifestations and also law of attraction. I wanted to film this also because I want something to come back to and have a look and see where I am in another year, and because I am envisioning and also working and manifesting a lot of bigger things. I can't tell you whether they've worked or not. But I'm hoping that I can look back at this and think, oh my god, and you've got them. So if you did enjoy the video, please do go and give it a thumbs up. I will be doing more videos like this because for me, I love watching them. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got any questions or anything, or like if you vibe with me on this, then do comment down below. I will be back with another video. Bye guys.